Hello and welcome, Scorpio, to your August 2023 horoscope. My name is Jeff Smith. I am your professional astrologer here at Raise Your Vibration TV, and I am going to walk you through all the energies that are taking place in August. And let me tell you something, Scorpio, it is fucking crazy. I'm telling you that right now. Okay? Right now. Right now. Huge events taking place. Okay? We've got two full moons this month. I'm going to show you at the beginning of the reading exactly where those are taking place. And then we also have a new moon in the middle of the month. We are also going to take a look at the whole fixed sign debacle. We're still in it, so let's go ahead and take a look. You're a fixed sign. So is Aquarius. So is Taurus, and so is Leo. I am a Leo with Scorpio rising. This is almost similar to my chart, but the placements are totally different. But my sun is in 9 degrees Leo, and my ascendant is 2 degrees Scorpio. So I have Scorpio rising. So this affects me just as much because I'm already Leo. It doubly affects me because I also have Scorpio rising. So all these angles, the fixed signs, are all going through the same transition and transformation. And this is huge for you. I know it's been crazy. The last couple of years have been really crazy, but things are starting to pay off now because we've put in the work. All right. So the full moons, yes, full moons are happening in your fourth and fifth house. So as you can see, right at the beginning of the month, we have a full moon in Aquarius in your fourth house. This is going to be shedding light on issues at home, weird things going on there. You know, you got to balance that out between home and work. You know, there could be that too. Downtime and work time, all of that, balancing that out, getting some perspective in life, of course. Oops, did I just? Okay. Well, I can make that a little bigger. And no, I can't because, well, I can have a little hand there, I guess. All right, just having an inner dialogue here, folks. I'm not breaking down. Anyway, Pluto is asking you to get some perspectives. You got to look at things differently. I think maybe some of you might be moving this month or making plans to move. I hope you do it soon. And then we have the other full moon is taking place in your fifth house of romance. So if romance has been difficult for you, it's going to get a lot better. All right. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be in Pisces at the end of the month. So that'll highlight that. But then we have a new moon in Leo that's happening in your 10th house of career. A lot of you Scorpios could get a good job, a raise. Every area of your life is transforming in some way, shape, or form. Okay. So let's move on to the new thing I got going on, which is the calendar that I write out for every month. So every month I go ahead and write out a calendar with all the full and new moons. I also track the movement of the moon. As you can see, the moon moves through the signs very fast, usually 1 to 2 days, depending on where it's placed. So the moon changes a lot, or moods change a lot. You know, you can see that in other people and yourself. But this is what I write out every month to give you the forecast that you get. And it's a visual representation. As an astrologer, I write in symbols. So you may be like, what the hell is going on here? And there's a lot going on here. But what this does is basically tell a story. You know, I've trained myself to know what all these symbols are about. And you can do it too. It just takes a lot of work and a lot of memorization and a lot of trusting your gut. But this is what I use. Okay. So we're going to walk through each of the month. Now, I want you to be aware of some of the things that are going on here. All these lunations are taking place on a Wednesday, and every big movement basically is taking place before or on a Wednesday. So the energy is going to shift every week in August on a Wednesday. Craziness. Okay. All happens every Wednesday. Something new is coming out. Things are ramping up at an accelerated rate. It's going to be interesting to see on the world stage. But let's start. The full moon was on the 2nd. That was in Aquarius in your fourth house, illuminating home and security, that kind of thing. Maybe getting things done around the yard, that kind of thing. And another thing I wanted to point out was the weekends look good to get some downtime. Okay. The weekends look really good because the middle of the week turns to jelly every single day. Every single Wednesday. So I call them wonky Wednesdays in August. It's crazy. Absolute crazy. But the weekends look good to kind of decompress from all this crazy energy. All right, so let's move into the next week. That second crazy Wednesday, the moon moves into Gemini. Mars is square Uranus. Oof. Big news coming out. Big news coming out. Watch the headlines. Mercury makes a good trine to Jupiter. Communications are expansive. Thursday looks good. The moon and the sun are all smiling at each other. Then the moon moves into a fellow water sign. Now, this would be a good weekend for you because anytime the moon enters another water sign, and that's Cancer, you, Scorpio, and Pisces. So some of these are going to work for you and some of them not. But making some plans on the 11th, the 12th, and the 13th. That looks like an excellent weekend. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be, the moon's going to be in a fellow water sign, so it's very harmonious. And it's also going to be making a harmonious aspect to Saturn on the 12th. And then the sun is going to be conjunct Venus, and that is very harmonious. Moon moves into Leo on the 14th, and then all things turn to hell in a handbasket real quick. The sun squares Uranus, more headlines in the news, and then we move into the new moon that's going to be taking place in your 10th house. So this could be an excellent time to get a job. I hope you do before then, because another wonky Wednesday is going to be happening. The moon is going to be opposite Saturn, so that's going to be a time of frustration, but it's only for one day because then the moon makes a conjunction to Mars, which is taking action. Another good weekend would be the 19th and the 20th. The moon moves into a more balanced Libra and then makes a great aspect to Venus again. And then that's, then the moon moves into your sign for the 21st and the 22nd. I hope you enjoy it because Mercury is going to be making a good trine to Pluto on the 22nd. Excellent for communication and getting out. But then more world shakeup, more world news. Mars is in opposition to Neptune, the planet of deception, pulling the veil away, pulling the curtain back and seeing what's really being. This is exposure if I've ever seen it. Okay, so pay attention to the news around that time. Then we got another wonky Wednesday. The sun moves into an earth sign, Virgo. It's Virgo season. But not only that, Mercury goes retrograde. Ding, ding, ding. And it goes retrograde from the 23rd of August to the 14th of September. All right, so buckle up, Buttercup. Get up, back up your electronics. Don't buy any major purchases. Don't sign any contracts. If you get this job, get it. Sign for it now. Don't do it on the 23rd or any time after that, okay? Unless you have to. If you've already had this plan, then it's already in the works, okay? The moon moves into Sagittarius, and the planet of action, Mars, makes a trine to Pluto, your ruler. And then another good weekend gets a little serious. This is a great time to go out for drinks on Friday. Good time to celebrate because it gets really somber and serious on the 26th and the 27th. Mars, your old ruler, moves into Libra. This is demanding action. This is justice. More headlines Sunday and Monday. We've got Mars opposite Mars. The sun opposite Saturn. There's frustration there. We've got to get justice. We've got to make things happen. And then a big shakeup. The 28th, Uranus goes retrograde. It's going to be retrograde all the way till January 27th. So this is exposing things, big shakeups, surprises. The moon makes a square to Jupiter. We're just not feeling it that day. And then we get another full moon in Pisces, and that's going to be taking place in your 5th house. This is when we start to emotionally express ourselves. It's a good time to do that. It's a good time to fall in love. If I see one day where you can meet the person that you're looking for, it's the 30th. Scorpio. It's the 30th, all right? And that closes out the month. Crazy energy. Crazy energy. But we've got to, it's taking action early in the month, gaining momentum, and then things start to go to a screeching halt towards the end. But the full moon looks promising. Full moons are a time to illuminate things, get things done. So, again, express your feelings to that somebody you've been wanting to so bad, Scorpio. Take that step. You know who I'm talking to, and just love and get ready for crazy, crazy astrological weather. But you've already gotten the forecast. So there you go, Scorp. All right. Crazy energy this month, but you can get through it. You've been through worse. Trust me. I hear you on that one. All right, Scorpio. Thank you so much. And I will see you in September.